The dancing suggests a tropical island. The Japanese tourists hint that it is somewhere in the Pacific. This is, in fact, Guam. First, where is it? Start in California and head to Hawaii and then go another 3,800 miles west, and there it is. 12 miles at its widest and 30 miles long, Guam is where America's day begins because it is located on the other side of the international date line. But to most Americans, unless you're one of the thousands of military servicemen stationed here, Guam is a mystery.
When you look at Guam, it's on the edge of Asia, but oftentimes they say Guam on the edge of Asia, on the edge of America, because it's the furthest piece of America out here.
History professor Michael Bavacqua is Chamorro, Guam's native people.
The Chamorro people have been here for 4,000 years, long before the United States ever existed. In July of 1944, the Japanese decided to make an example.
Bavacqua tells his students at the University of Guam that Guam's colonial past defines its present.
Colonized by the Spanish, the Americans, the Japanese, and then now it's very Americanized, but it's still very different. So you can have somebody from the States come to Guam and say, you know, this feels just like I'm in Indiana or anywhere in the United States. You can have a person come from Indiana come to Guam and say, you know, this feels like I'm in a foreign country. Because of where Guam is and how so many people moving back and forth across the Pacific have made their way to Guam, it has all these influences, and so it's hard for Guam to kind of, figure out what it is.
While it has the biggest Kmart in the world and Guamanians are U.S. citizens, they cannot actually vote in federal elections. That's because Guam is one of 14 U.S. territories, like Alaska and Hawaii were before they became states. Only Guam never made it that far.
In Guam, you have to say, I'm from Guam, USA, to kind of assert, see, I'm part of the United States.
The Japanese military invaded Guam in World War II, but now a new generation of Japanese has returned, 1 million a year, armed with cash and credit cards, to shop, bask in the sunshine, and play in Guam's crystal clear waters. While tourist dollars support the island's economy, an unwelcome outsider is undermining its ecosystem, the poisonous brown tree snake.
The chances of my spotting a snake at this hour of the day are almost zero. They blend in so well with the branches that unless they start to move during the day, you still don't see them.
You're not going to see them.
Yep. This is a hit or miss proposition.
Even hunting with biologist James Stanford of the U.S. Geological Survey.
See it up there?
It took 2 hours to spot the nocturnal snake.
Yeah, I've got him.
Wow! On an island that has at least 5 times more snakes than people. This is an adult.
It's an adult.
With no natural predators. They've hunted to extinction 10 out of the 12 bird species native to Guam.
The amount of impacts and damage that was caused on Guam by the brown tree snake is really astounding. And when people speak about invasive species, many times they will refer to Guam as an example of what one invasive species can do to an entire system.
This is not a bad life, Jeff.
Nah, it's the greatest.
On Guam, you also find another distinct tropical species. Folks from the mainland U.S. just looking to get away from it all. How many gorgeous days do you have a year?
345.
So you lose 20 somewhere in there.
We lose 20, yeah.
A little bit of rain
it's
or
rough.
something.
Yeah.
Jeff Pleadwell runs a restaurant called Pirates Cove. He says the Guam gospel of relaxation begins with the island greeting, half a day.
It's more like half a day. Half a day late, half an hour late, doesn't really matter. It's like laid back in that respect.
So for all of us in the cell phone, texting, email, IM, traffic jammed, stressed out world of our daily lives, take a moment for Guam's best moment.